are listening to socialtv.co.za with myself, Nokuthula Khwela. In our top stories, Vodacom launches Get a Gig, connecting youth to the gig economy, and Joko, Powa help GBV survivors gain skills through End Domestic Silence initiative. In our top story, South Africa has one of the highest youth unemployment rates in the world. In a bid to give youth a fighting chance in this tough economy, Vodacom has launched Get a Gig through Next Level with a 3-year vision of connecting 1 million youth to jobs or gigs by 2024. The latest employment data released by Statistics South Africa highlights the dire state of the country's economy. The data shows that unemployment rose to 35.3% from 34.9% in the first quarter of 2022 compared to the last quarter of 2021. This is by far the highest level since the beginning of the quarterly labor force survey in 2008. Youth unemployment rate remains a staggering 65.5%. Next Level also empowers young people to maneuver through their lives into adulthood, particularly at a time when they are seeking for jobs and unemployment is at a record high. Our vision is to make sure that we leave no one behind, especially young people who form a critical part of the country's future. The launch of Get a Gig is yet another way that Vodacom strives to fight the rising youth unemployment rate, says Joko, Chief Officer of Consumer Business at Vodacom. Moving on to our next story, the End Domestic Silence initiative run by Joko in partnership with People Opposing Women Abuse recently saw 55 gender-based violence survivors across South Africa completes training on various skills. The thinking behind the initiative is that by providing survivors with skills to generate an income, they are more likely to speak out and report abuse if they ever experience it again, because they aren't financially dependent on the abuses. McCloy, Powa's communication manager, says many women are stuck in abusive relationships because they depend on the perpetrator to survive. With South Africa's official unemployment rate at 35.3%, according to Statistics South Africa, attaining skills is critical to empowering women to become self-employed and thereby better protect themselves. Through this nationwide initiative, running until the end of the year, GBV survivors are gaining knowledge on doing makeup, wig making, nail care and eyelash extension, learning to drive and attaining sewing, baking, computer and HIV-led counseling skills. The Green Building Council South Africa GBCSA has launched a new Green Star Existing Building Performance EBP Custom Industrial Pilots Rating tool, now available for all industrial properties to use. Industrial buildings from a notable portion of South Africa's existing building stock, better managed and better performing green industrial buildings have great potential to decrease energy and water consumption as well as reduce waste to landfill production. Furthermore, warehousing and distribution center types of building often have the capacity, because of their roof space to energy use ratio for solar panels, to generate more energy than the building's demands, enabling them to be exporters of energy. The GBCSA's existing Green Star EBP tool is aimed at rewarding buildings that are managed sustainably well, can demonstrate good operational performance over a measured period that contributes towards better quality for tenants. In our final story, the ATAC Foundation recently held its bursary session for students studying property-related and engineering courses at its partner institutions. The student studies are facilitated and managed collectively by the SAPAWA Bursary Fund, South African Institution of Black Property Practitioners, SAIBPP, the Atterbury Trust, Women's Property Network Bursary Fund, and the University of Pretoria. 2 events themed recruitment and supporting during Youth Month were held in Johannesburg and Cape Town, respectively, and brought together the bursary students studying in these cities to network and engage with each other and with leaders in the property industry who shared inspiring words as well as insights from their years in the sector. Founded in 2015, the ATAC Foundation is a corporate social investment initiative focused on sustainable education and training. Powered by ATAC Limited, it supports disadvantaged students pursuing real estate and construction-related courses by providing financial support through various programs. To recap our top stories, Vodacom launches Get a Gig, connecting youth to the gig economy. For more CSI news, you can visit our website at www.socialtv.co.za.